As you step into this new cycle of beginning from zero, you may look back on your relationships with new eyes. The patterns that once brought you despair now reveal themselves as training grounds. Each partner, each friendship, each family bond carried codes for your awakening. Most of what you experienced in the past were karmic connections. These are not punishments but contracts your soul agreed to long before incarnation. You and another being said to one another, I will help you see what you cannot see in yourself. I will play the role that forces you to grow. Karmic relationships, and let me tell you, karmic parts of your relationship feels very intense. They spark very quickly, they burn brightly and often end abruptly. They are filled with drama, triggers, emotional highs and lows. Why? Because their purpose is not long term companionship but revelation. They reveal the unhealed wounds inside you. If you carried abandonment wounds, your karmic partner abandoned you. If you carried self worth wounds, your karmic partner criticized you. If you carried control wounds, your karmic partner manipulated you. And once again, I'll tell you, for those who have a long term relationship with someone, however they face ups and downs, those are also karmic parts of your long term relationship. You should not see it as a problem. Rather, it is something that you can work through and something that you can use for your growth. Because each interaction is a mirror, not necessarily a pleasant one. Many a times we have noticed, even in personal journey, that these unpleasant situations actually bring a great deal of healing. People run away from unpleasant situations, and even the time to observe sometimes decreases, and sometimes it's not even there. When your personality, the wounded personality, takes over and it starts reacting, you won't even know. But then, if you learn to use awareness into it and you have a strong willpower, then you can learn the difference between illusion and truth. You can discover what love is not, so that when divine love comes in front of you, you can recognize it. And without karmic ties or karmic situations, many souls can never awaken. They would continue to believe that love means possession, dependency, or sacrifice. Karmics burn away those illusions, they leave you with the ashes but also with the clarity. When you choose to start from zero, you shift frequencies. You are no longer ruled by desperation or fear of loneliness. You align with divine love. In fact, you're also not scared of a crowded situation. In this state, relationships change form because you become your own best friend, you become your own lover first. You no longer attract karmics whose only purpose is to trigger you, because you can no longer be triggered after a point. You can no longer be manipulated. You can no longer be abused. Even if someone abuses you or in front of you, it will not affect you at all. Triggers can only affect you till the time you get affected by them. There comes a time when those things do not impact you. And let me tell you, they are not just negative triggers, they are also positive triggers, which means that someone does something nice for you, even a little bit nice, little bit of breadcrumbing, and you can react in a way that is not really the right kind of reaction. It's not a neutral reaction. It's an extreme reaction of intensity, of joy. It's like a drug. It's like someone has given you a drug and the drug has now consumed you, and now you're not acting the way you should. So we need to let go of the desperation. We need to let go so that we can align with divine love and not get impacted by the karmics whose only job is to trigger. I mean, it's good if they trigger you for once, for twice, for thrice, for some time. You can even turn these triggers into glimmers by just simply observing them, and you can see the truth behind them. Then you begin to magnetize souls who resonate with your truth. And let me tell you one more thing. that just because we are in ascension journey doesn't mean we will not meet people who challenge us, or we will not meet people who will trigger us. We will still continue to meet such people, but our reaction will be very low. We won't react so much, and we will also not get emotionally impacted by them. Also, the highs and lows will reduce. So some of the people may not be your lovers. Sometimes they can be friends, they can be soul family, they can even be mentors who trigger you, but then among them may arrive one who carries the mirror of your own soul. Again, this should not be taken like a label. Your twin flame is actually you. You are the person who gives power and energy to your twin flame. And one of a good mentor, one good master has said this, that literally everybody is your soulmate. Whosoever interacts with you is a soul's mate. A soul is complete. But when we are on this planet, we are on planet Earth, we are journeying here. Nobody is permanently connected with us. All relationships are temporary in nature. And all relationships are only till this journey that we are playing out over here. So the twin flame journey is unlike any karmic or soulmate connection. It is not about filling your emptiness, but about awakening your fullness. Your twin flame is not here to save you, nor that you are meant to save them. Instead, they reflect you, your light, your shadow, your wounds, and your divine potential. They come into your life like a lightning strike. Their presence shakes you out of the 3D dream. And one more thing is there, that there can also be false twin flames. Just like you can have karmic connections, you can also have a twin flame connection that looks like the real deal, but it's never the real deal. It's a false connection. But then that too is there to help you out to become a better, an even better, amazing person. Because you are that amazing, better person. That is what your true DNA is, what is your core, what your core is. But it's hidden beneath all those layers of programming. So their presence is supposed to shake you out of the 3D illusion, the dream that you're in. You cannot lie to yourself in their mirror because they reveal everything. So use it. Use the suffering. Use the suffering for your highest good. Write it down. Put it down. Don't run away from it. Don't hate it. Use it. This is why the twin flame journey often involves separation. The mirror too is intense when both are unhealed. One runs and the other chases, one hides and the other clings. But beneath these roles, and sometimes roles reversals too, is the same truth. Both are being prepared for divine union. The separation is not punishment. No contact is also not punishment. Some people experience long-term no contact. Some people experience couple of hours of no contact, but then that's also very intense in their relationship experience. So it is preparing you to understand each other's worth, each other's value. Because when you miss a person or when you're in a situation, God is trying to show to you that, look, this person is here to support you in this way. But you should not get overexcited when they show you something nice, because that's also a part of the game, the duality. Be neutral in both situations. Be neutral when they are good, be neutral when they are bad, and slowly everything will be the same. You are unifying. So for unity, this is very, very important. Each partner should learn to stand in self-love, to connect directly to God, to clear the karmic debris of lifetimes. Only then they can unite, not as a wounded human being who needs validation, but as a divine being who radiates source, because the source code is in you. And I've seen a lot of people who are in healing state, they are in a big hurry. They are in some kind of desperation that it should happen right now. And that it should happen right now is the very thing that pushes it away. You have to really let it happen on its own. You have to really enjoy and savor the moments that are there in your life right now. Everything that is taking you close to God. This person in your life, by triggering you, if this person takes you to source, if this person awakens the source code in you, then what is your loss? There is no loss. You're only going to gain, 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 gain. You're going to thank every person who has triggered you. You're going to thank every person who's irritated you. You're going to thank everybody who's hurt you, because one day you're going to laugh at it all. One day it's going to be a joke. Here's one more secret. Every romantic relationship, whether karmic, soulmate, or twin flame, whatever label you give to it, husband, wife, marriage, live in, even people who are co parenting, I think they mentally think that they're divorced, but in my opinion, they're not, because divorce is just a legal formality. They're still taking care of responsibilities together. Maybe romantically they're not aligned, but in many ways they're still together doing their duties. Even people who are single and they're talking to multiple people and they're not deciding on who becomes exclusive, and I'm not talking about false sexual relationships or those that are done purposely in a very cunning way. I'm talking about genuinely you're looking for a partner, and that's why you are just talking to people, and whosoever clicks, you feel that this person can be the right one. Whatever is your scenario, I am not going to judge you. Yes, there's a lot of judgment around relationships nowadays. I personally feel that God has given us all these opportunities to know more about ourselves, be it a divorce case, be it separation. But yes, if you can see like major red flags, then you can work on it before heading to a divorce. Or let's say even before you get married, why not work on those red flags and find out why they even exist in the same place. And in the whole world, you'll see we're always blaming the other person. You are the red flag, they are the red flag, that person is a red flag. But we need to understand, why are we attracting red flags in the first place? There must be a reason. So these relationship formats, they are not accidental, they are not random. They are a part of your soul's circulation. Karmic partners teach you through pain. Soulmates teach you through comfort and companionship. Twin flames teach you through divine fire. Again, these are just labels. Personally, I feel all of them are pretty much doing the same thing. Now, in soulmates also, not every soulmate connection is a positive one. Because soulmate connections are like very long-term connections, as how they say it. So people think that, okay, just because it's a long-term connection, it's a soulmate. But no, sometimes long-term connections can actually put you in a very long state of lethargy and laziness. You need to get out of it, because comfort zone can become very uncomfortable, or comfort zone can actually take you away from really great things that you can do, because you're too comfortable, you're not being yourself, you're just chilling for too long. There's nothing wrong in anything, even as I say all this. All I'm saying is, when we use it for our best, when we are working through awareness, once we are fully aware, then it will all make sense. And then awareness can happen in bits and pieces also, and it can happen in percentages also, right? All these relationship dynamics are literally in service to your evolution, and all of them point you back to God. It's just that you need to be more aware towards the pointer. When you understand this, you release resentment. You no longer cling to the narrative of they used me, they lied to me, they left me. Instead, you see, they showed me what I need to heal, what I needed to work on. And they are guiding me, or they guided me back to myself. This perspective frees you. It transforms the bitterness into wisdom, and it turns the heartbreak into initiation. So as you move forward, beginning from zero, one of your tasks is to guard your energy. No longer will you give endlessly to those who drain. No longer will you prove your worth through over effort. Instead, you will embody boundaries, sacred lines that protect your light. Boundaries are not walls of fear, they are gates of discernment. They say, you may enter if you honor me. You may stay if you respect me. If you lie, manipulate, or drain, you will leave. But then this is not like a physical thing. It's like watching your own mind, not allowing your mind permission to react to it. Let's say someone lies to you and it really hurts you. Don't react to it. Let's say someone takes away something from you without asking you. You might say, why shouldn't I react? Don't react to it in the sense, if you can't do anything about it. Someone, let's say, mugged you like $50,000. Let's say, this is just an example. Hope it never happens to anyone, but if it's written, then what can we do? Maybe it's good for a person who loses 50,000. What if that loss teaches them to earn or to learn how to earn $3 million? Then it's a winning situation, right? So you have to use the boundaries in order to stop your mind from reacting from certain things. So boundaries are love in action for yourself first and for others second. First, you need to honor yourself. And how do you honor yourself? How do you respect yourself? How do you not allow yourself to drain? By not believing those thoughts of unworthiness, the thoughts of abandonment, the thoughts of unnecessary control. There is an immense power in choosing solitude over argument, not from bitterness but from clarity, to say that I would rather be alone in peace with God than together with someone who makes me doubt my worth. Or with someone, if you're having a lot of negativity on constantly, you're trying to talk it out with them, but it's not happening, you're also reacting, they're also reacting, then it's better to take some time off from each other, and in that time off, not do anything to distract you, not use it like an opportunity to make the other person feel jealous or hurt or take revenge, because revenge is going to put you into the same spiral. It's better to just be alone, observe yourself, chant your mantra. Chanting Ram mantra is the best thing you can do in any situation. It just strengthens your Manipur chakra, and then through that all other chakras can get aligned. So you can say to yourself that I'd rather be alone in peace with God than together with someone who makes me doubt my worth. And this is not for escapism sake. It is for, I need to know the reason why I am doubting my worth in the first place. Why am I even doing that? This is sovereignty. That person is showing you in the mirror that you're doubting your self-worth. Now you need to sit down with yourself and figure out where is it coming from. What memories, what programming, what codes, what junk DNA is doing it. You can work with me one-on-one and I can help you release the negative memories. These negative memories is where all your visions and imaginations come from. They are literally playing in the subconscious. They're playing in the background. So even if you're sitting in a nice fancy restaurant, but in the background, something is running. And you might think that this is a bad experience from the nearby, time frame. But no, it's always coming from somewhere. You don't even know where. And to enter to that place, to enter to that point, we need to work through your triggers. We need to go through those personalities which are constantly going into the negative state of consciousness. The personalities, your personalities, the part of you, different parts of you, okay? And one of them is like in some timeline, it is still stuck over there. Now it is consciously choosing thoughts and memories and visions that keep them in low frequencies, keep them in low energies. When you choose solitude, when you choose to work on yourself and not on others first, you no longer act out of desperation. You're no longer going to accept breadcrumbs. What you're not going to accept, you will not accept it. You'll just say no to it. You're going to align with abundance. And in this abundance, the relationships that arrive are not born of need but of resonance. You're not creating something from lack or limitation, because whenever we create something from lack or limitation, we are already in a have-not mentality. We are already in a negative zone. So how can we expect it to really work for us? So don't fear this choice. Many people in the collective are walking the same path. They are releasing toxic ties, stepping into solitude, anchoring into God. This is the way actually. You're not alone as you think. You might think that I'm the only one who's doing this. No. You're not. You're a part of this beautiful wave of souls that's preparing earth for higher love. So here's the ultimate truth. Before you unite with any partner, you must unite with God. God is the eternal beloved God is the only one who can hold all of you without judgment. God is the source of the peace, abundance, and love you seek. When you focus on God, you become whole. You stop searching for someone to complete you. You stop begging for love outside yourself. You stop giving your power to the approval of others. And from this wholeness, divine union becomes possible. Not union of desperation, but union of purpose. Two beings whole in themselves, joined not to escape loneliness, but to radiate love into this world. This is the higher template of relationships in the new earth.